He divorced her after 8 childless years, but when he invited her to his wedding to disgrace her, she arrived in a Rolls-Royce with triplets. Episode 4. That night, Ngozi lay flat on her small bed, her hands pressed against her chest. The room was quiet, but her heart roared with pain. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she whispered, "God, if you are seeing me, if you know what I've been through, prove to the world that I am not barren. Please, Lord. Don't let my shame last forever." She wept until sleep carried her away. The next morning, life went on. At her stall, she stirred a steaming pot of jollof rice, the rich aroma filling the air. But even as customers laughed and bargained, her mind wandered back to Emeka, the man who had tossed her out like trash. His voice echoed in her head, "Barren woman, worthless." She was so lost in thought that she barely noticed a man standing in front of her stall. He was tall, well-dressed, carrying a sleek black laptop bag. His smile was calm, his presence confident. "Your jollof smells too good to pass," he said warmly. "Please, pack some for me." Ngozi quickly served him, still shy. He paid and waited as she wrapped the food neatly. "You don't talk much, do you?" he teased gently. Ngozi glanced at him, managing a faint smile. "I like to focus on my work." The man chuckled. "Fair enough. My name is Jude, and I must say, your food is excellent." She nodded politely. To her, he was just another customer. But Jude kept coming back, the next day and the day after. Sometimes he ordered 1 plate, other times 2 or more. Each visit, he left behind not just money, but laughter. He never lingered too long, never forced conversation. Yet somehow, he always managed to make her smile. One quiet afternoon, when the street had grown less busy, Jude lingered a little longer. "Do you ever rest at all?" he asked, watching her wipe sweat from her brow. Ngozi laughed softly. "I rest when I get home." He frowned. "You shouldn't work yourself this hard." She shrugged. "I'm used to it." After a pause, he said carefully, "Forgive me if I'm too forward, but are you married?" Ngozi's heart skipped. She looked away, her chest tightening. Jude's eyes softened. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to remind you of pain." "It's not your fault," Ngozi whispered. They sat in silence for a while. Then Jude said quietly, "You seem like someone with a very good heart. I admire that." That night, Amara noticed the way Ngozi's face lit up when Jude's name came up. "Who is that man that keeps buying food?" Amara asked slyly. "He's just a customer," Ngozi said quickly, rolling her eyes with a shy smile. But Amara only laughed. "Are you sure? 'Cause the way he looks at you." Over the weeks, Jude didn't just come for food. He brought gifts, new cooking spoons, a strong table, even bags of rice. Slowly, Ngozi opened up. She told him about her journey, about how her mother taught her to cook, about her heartbreak. One evening, Jude stayed behind. His voice was steady, but his eyes carried pain. "Ngozi, please forgive me if I'm overstepping. Years ago, I was married. My wife, my janky in a car crash. Since then, I haven't been able to open my heart to anyone, until recently." Ngozi's eyes widened. He continued softly, "You remind me of what peace feels like. Not the loud kind, but the gentle one that stays. I don't want to rush you. I just want you to know I see something special in you." Ngozi's lips trembled. "I'm scared." Jude reached for her hand, his touch gentle. "I know, but I am not Emeka. I will never break your heart." It took months, but slowly, carefully, Ngozi's heart said yes. To be continued.